for, Brittany. Thank you.
So, let me ask you guys, 6 seasons in, how do you figure out how to keep the, what are we on now? I've lost count of the number.
No,
Eight, okay.
6, 8.
The challenges are the same.
It's no, okay. But I mean, you're always evolving the show, and even individual games are evolving. What's the process that you guys go through to say, hey, maybe we need to tweak this, or maybe it's time to introduce something new? How do you decide each season?
I'm going to shoot you straight, Britt. When you started the question, I thought it was going to be a shit show, but you nailed the landing. So this is for you. Good question.
Yeah, I actually think you've thought about it more than we have, just by asking that question.
We start every season. You want to tell a little bit about the process?
At the beginning of every season, we take like a couple weeks just to kind of look at what worked in the last season, what we love to do, and then we decide whether we want to do certain games again and how we want to spin it. And we always kind of have like a top line idea of like, all right, this is a new area we want to go into. We said from like day one, if the show's not advancing or pushing, we would stop doing it.
Yeah.
And that's our challenge, is to keep it relevant all the time.
The format is fun of the show, that it's both challenging and liberating, is that when you do a joke inside of a challenge, you might realize that that joke could be its own challenge.
Yep.
So we'll have some fun where sometimes, like I think even in the very early beginnings, we told Q in season 1 IFB just to hold somebody's hand and not let go, and then that became one of the challenges we did 3 or 4 times because it's just so weird and awkward. So that's part of the fun of it too. You'll find something that makes sense. Brian and I's water is here.
Thank you, Shay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Say hi, Shay.
Stay hydrated.
Shay works on the show. You guys know Shay works on the show, right? Yeah, I'm gonna tack on to that and say that sometimes when I show up to set, I don't even know what we're shooting.
Very true.
And then I have to ask Shay. I have to go, what are we doing today? And then she tells me, and then it happens like that.
Comedy gold.
Comedy gold. You gotta keep it,
You never know what cue you're gonna get that shows on the set. It's very funny. And we're only
Sometimes I'm in a bad mood.
Yeah, we're only required to deliver 25% of the funny.
That's right.
So that's it. You got to deliver 30 seconds at most. You'll be all right.
Yeah.
Anybody
I could do that. I could deliver 30 seconds of funny. That's fine, anybody, right? So all I gotta do is worry about that sweet spot.
That's it.
Yeah.
35 seconds, it's over.
Well, I think I got a good 15 in there, screwing that up at the beginning.
There you go. Great. Don't even worry about it. That was the best.
Great. Yes, you in the back.
Sir, in the back.
Yeah, the blue.
How do you guys deal with when you come up with an idea and then you go to do it in a situation and it's just not working? So how do you kind of rebound from it?
I get pissed off. What we'll do is, like, if we're out there and we're trying to get it to go and something that you just can't get it go, we'll just swap out and try again later.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Yeah.
We'll Q will come out, or I'll come out if I'm just not feeling something, and we'll go back in like a half hour later. That helps a lot because you got to reset your head, and sometimes you get caught up in why something's not working, and you're like, shh,
Right.
what do I do? That helps a lot.
It's harder when it happens with a full challenge like the other day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we filmed something the other day that on paper was going to be hysterical. It's called Angry Mob Debate.
I thought it worked.
Well, that's where we disagree. But
I
actually,
thought it
it
worked.
was so bad that it actually kind of worked anyway. So we'll make anything, because even when it doesn't work, it's still our idea, right? We tried it, and either 50% of us are behind it or 50% are not. We'll just go. So sometimes it's either going to fail miserably and be fun to watch to fall apart because the other guy's going to make fun of it, or it's going to just fail terribly, and then we'll just all laugh at how bad
Here's the
it
thing, just the nature of our friendship, I end up usually going first. Joe usually ends up going fast because it takes Sal and I the longest to do challenge.
So the normal order is Sal,
Sal, Murray, Sal,
out,
and Joe.
and then it goes faster and faster. And in that challenge, like I went first, and again on paper I was a big fan of it. And after my first turn, I went like 3-4 times. First turn I was like, oh, this is not gonna work.
and we still have 75% of it to show.
Yeah, but I think it's not like an episode of X-Files where if it's a dud, it's a dud. Like if it's going south, we have the luxury of letting you guys in on it.
Right.
Of being like, this sucks, and making that a joke on its
The
own.
funny will come from somewhere else.
Yeah, like it'll just come up because Sal, for whatever reason, was in clown makeup, and he's miserable, and the bit's failing, and that's funny.
That's funny to everybody.
So we get away with a little bit more.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, you guys bounce
New day?
between. Yes. Did you make the panel earlier? Did you see Kofi?
I just got here like an hour ago. Missed it.
Bummer.
Yeah.
Kofi was here. So you bounce back and forth between stand-up and the show. Have you ever been on stage and you're doing a bit and go, this might actually work for the show too, or vice versa?
Yeah, we in one of our tours we actually had an idea to film.
We shoot videos
for the.
we show videos on stage for the live tour.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
part of the the draw of the live shows. You could only see exclusive hidden videos, hidden camera videos that we filmed just for the live show. Can't see them anywhere else, and you see them only once on that tour. So one of the ones that we did in the last tour, in the Santiago Centos tour, was actually an idea for Jokers. We were filming it on, and we couldn't be edgy enough with it. And we were like, you know what, let's go full tilt and make it edgy and get the best comedy out of it, but it's gonna be a little bit not safe for TV, if you will. Like it was more than 16, it was more like the 16 and over, where we try to keep our...
Not kid friendly.
Yeah, so we took it and we actually filmed that bit, and we took that and we put it on our live show.
Nice.
Yeah, so someone had the origin where we thought it would work for the show, it didn't, but we were like, you know what, this is great for the live show.
Right on.
Yeah.
What's the hardest punishment you've had to get through? I think of Murr's time at Tumblr.
Oh, lack of balls.
Yeah. Mar, I will say this about James.
It's a funny wind up.
I will say many things about him, but I will say this.
Only say one is pertinent to the question, though.
We, no matter what, if you think it's going to be the most uncomfortable situation in the world, that's where he shines. It's great to see him where other people squirm, he shines, and I'll say that about him every day. It really is. I mean, and that like a boss thing. We were in, remember we were in a conference room around the corner with sound blanks. We couldn't be loud. We had to be quiet because we were literally we invaded this office space, and it got so awkward. And so I was that the two guys in front of him, when they turned around, I was like, is there going to be a fight in the office right now? Like we never thought it would even go that way because it's an office, you're at work. And one guy was ready to murder him.
I'm good at instigating fights.
I think my worst punishment was tarantula, but I just watched the California episode one, and it was so hard to watch.
It's hard.
We have a Universal episode coming up, and the punishment it's insane.
Yeah.
I don't even want to ruin it, but it might be the worst thing.
I think that was definitely a top
tough
for you,
to watch.
My favorite for you, though, was the cake punishment. We had Hugh posing as a judge at this cake baking competition. And these are serious bakers. They're competing to get into the big cake building competition in New York City. And he walks around with a "Hi, my name is Judge" kind of shirt.
Hi, my name is Judge. There was a "Hi, my name is," we slap it on and we hand wrote Judge. So it's credible. It's credible.
And we told him he had to just go destroy the cakes one by one as he's judging them, right? So he's leaving a trail of destruction behind him. And after he finishes smushing the last cake, we tell him to take the badge off. He's actually a contestant in the same competition as the other people.
So he goes and stands at table number 3 amongst everybody else, and the real judges come out and have to start explaining how this other judge ruined stuff. And they're like, what other judge? They're our producers. And they're all pointing at Brian, and he's like,
that was rough. and the way that punishment came about, to talk to the process for a second, was I came up with an idea where I was like, all right, what if we took an action figure and baked it into a wedding cake or birthday cake, or whatever, and then the punishment was one of us had to go out there and at a charity event get with a bunch of cakes, put our hand in the cakes and find which one to ruin them.
Yeah.
And everybody was not too hot, and then Joe goes, he goes, I got something. He goes, I got something. I was like, what? He goes, I'm not telling you, it's for you. So it was my idea, and Joe tweaked it, turned it against me, and that's how that came out, that one. That was a good one.
yeah. The punishment process is fun because sometimes it's like that, or other times it's like we'll just be sitting in a room and they'll be like, what if we make you a massage chair? Like, oh, well, what's the punishment? They're like, people sit on you and you have to shake. I'm like, great. So those kind of things happen all the time. Yes.
What's the movie update, guys?
Oh, great question. If you hear anything, let us know.
Yeah.
We'll be here.
We got messed up a little bit in the AT&T. AT&T bought Turner, bought our bosses, bought us. And they brought in new management, and new management has new ideas, so they're working it all out.
Yeah.
But the movie's hysterical, and
the cut's locked. It's great.
Yeah,
it's
finished it beginning of this year, so hopefully you'll see it soon. And we all got free AT&T wireless off of it too.
And all of you guys here are as well. Are No, they're not. No, you're not.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So hopefully we'll have some news in the next couple of months.
Yeah. I think it's going to be. There'll be news shortly.
We are super excited about it. It's very difficult for us to sit on it.
Yeah.
Same.
The movie has in it a couple of mini spoilers. Up until the movie, the most embarrassing moment in my life was the Danica McKellar punishment for Winnie Cooper
Yeah, we
for
beat
100
that.
years. They beat that. My best friends beat that in the movie. It was the movie is the most embarrassing moment in my
We
life.
actually went back to, because there's a lot of stuff that we always thought like, oh, that'd be great to do, but it'd be wasted on television because time, budget, things like that, you wouldn't be able to do it right. And then when we got the movie, we literally took out the old notebook and we got like 4 or 5 ideas we always wanted to do. We were able to do them in the movie. So it's really good.